All right, we're going to open it up for questions for Rob. We'll start down here with Marcus in the front row.
So first of all, before we get started, I just want to congratulate Miami because they're a really good club and they did a lot of great things to get into this spot. They've got a great future. Skip does a great job. He does it the right way. Kim Ing has done remarkable work over there, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with for a long time. So that's a really good club we beat today.
Rob, I think in your post-game address when you guys clinched, you used the words, "We're built for this." Your two starters gave up a combined 1 run in 13 and 2/3 innings, and you got hits and production all over the lineup. Can you just expand upon that and how it presented itself in this wild card?
Well, I think we have more than two really, but the two guys that pitched in this series were as expected. I mean, that's what they do. They shut people down, and they're big game pitchers. Our offense, we can do a lot of things with our offense. We can hit home runs. We can score without hitting home runs because we can run. We can do some things, play some small ball, and our bullpen is really good. So I think it doesn't guarantee anything, but I think. I think we got a really good club, and I think we're built for series-type baseball.
Okay. Right here in the front?
Yeah, Rob, looking at this series, you guys hit the ball well. You got about, 7 guys in your line with 20 home runs. For all the talk that the Atlanta Braves have with Olsen and Acuna and all those guys, how well do you feel like you guys match up to this team coming into this series?
I think pretty well. I mean, they have a great club. Don't sell them short at all. But I think we do match up. I think our offense can go against anybody's. Excuse me. Our two starters are two guys that threw in this series. They're really pitching well right now, and they're on a roll, and hopefully they stay on a roll. But Atlanta's a good ball club. Don't think that I don't think they're a good ball club. They're a really good ball club. So we got a tough test, but I think it'll be a good series.
Next question in the back there.
What do you think it meant for Bryson to have that kind of moment on this stage?
Probably a lot. He'd been struggling coming up to the last day in New York, the last game of the regular season. He'd been struggling a little bit. But to get the ball in the air and hit a home run, because he hadn't hit a home run in a while, I think it was big for him. And the ovation he got, his next at bat was spectacular.
Does it mean anything extra to turn on a fastball like that after he saw so many of those last October?
Yeah, he was a little bit tired last October. I don't think he's tired right now. I think he's, the year before that he'd gone to the Arizona Fall League, and then he went to early spring training, and then all spring training, and then all the season. So he had played a lot of baseball. I think he's pretty fresh right now.
Going to go in the back there, Hannah.
You ended up with a lot of offense, so maybe it didn't make a difference in the end. But that pickoff of Birdie, early on in the game,
it was huge.
Yeah. Talk about sort of what that meant for the momentum, and also just what you saw and how Nola pulled that off.
Yeah, I think he just saw that he was getting a bigger lead, and he was kind of there was some movement there. There was some body language that told him there was a chance to run, and he just inside moved on his own and caught him off balance. So, excuse me. But I thought that really stopped some momentum right there in its tracks, and that was a big play.
And left.
When Orion made his debut a week and a bit ago, you said he looked like he wasn't even sweating out there. What did you think of his demeanor tonight? Was it kind of the same?
Yeah, it looked like he was in his backyard playing wiffle ball. Because he was just normal, And we tried to get him a spot like that just to see how he would respond to it, and he responded great. So I think we just keep moving forward with him, and so far so good. The poise, the calmness is there.
Okay, here, Jason.
Rob, your team finished 14 games behind the Braves. What does that not tell us about your group and the season that you had?
Well, the one thing the Braves did is they played consistent baseball all year long. I mean, from day one, they really didn't go into any large losing streak that I know of, and we struggled getting out of the gate. So it's something we got to work on in spring training. But I think we're playing very good baseball right now, and I think it's going to be a really good series.
Okay, we're going to take two more. We're going to go with Paul, and then we're going to end with Marcus.
Rob, can you share who your starting pitcher will be on Saturday?
I can't, because I haven't talked to anybody yet, and I haven't talked to the guys that wouldn't be starting. So I'll talk to them tonight, and we'll have something either tomorrow or the next day.
You could just come over later.
Sure, or call me at home.
Rob, you've been here a long time with Aaron Nola. I think he's your longest tenured player.
Yeah.
And you know all the criticisms he has faced. And there was a scenario where this was his last start in a Phillies uniform. How good do you feel for him, considering how professional he is for you and this ball club?
Yeah, I feel so proud of him because of. He went through a lot this year because he struggled at times, and there were the home runs and the big innings and things like that. But he just kept grinding, he kept fighting, kept working, and finally he found some stuff at the end of the year, and he's been lights out. And I expected this, I really did, because I know who he is. I've seen him do this before. And he just came through. But I'm so proud of him. He's a warrior. He really is. He just keeps fighting and keeps trying to get better.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Okay.